Hi. So I wanted to talk about a way that you can get inspired to create some of your art if you're feeling a little bit stuck. What I like to do, I am working on a brand new bigger collection right now that's going to involve originals and prints and canvas pieces and likely some clay charms and things like that related to it. But oftentimes if I'm struggling to be inspired or to think of something that I want to paint and connect with, I do a mini collection. So rather than producing something that's quite large that has a bunch of pieces all tied together, I'll do a mini collection with like 10 to 20 pieces, nothing more. And I'll usually do something, you know, quirky or sarcastic or otherworldly, something you wouldn't see in everyday life, to kind of challenge myself to do new things. Things that aren't just like animals or landscapes or the typical thing you're used to seeing. And I just recently did I guess you could call it a sarcastic collection. It's like a little bit sarcasm, a little bit like, yeah, okay, of course we're supposed to be doing that, or something like that, or oh crap, that happened to me today. And so I'll show you some of those pieces. I am going to probably put some of them up for sale or do prints of them. I really love how they turned out. It was a lot of fun just to think outside the box in this way. And so I think I did a total of maybe 15-ish pieces. I'll show you all of them, and not all of them are done in high detail. They're more so just so I can try some loose painting. I'll show you the ones that I have in my sketchbook still. I often buy this brand of sketchbook. I love this paper. I don't work in watercolor, but I find I water down my acrylics quite a bit, and this paper holds up so well. It's nice and thick. It's got nice texture on it as well that I really like. And it feels high quality. So I usually buy this one. It is 140 pounds. This one is a 10 by 7. I don't love this size. I usually put a border around the pieces because it's not a standard frame size. So that makes it a little more difficult for purchasers to find a frame for pieces. So I'll likely start adding some frames to the website so you can buy them alongside a piece if you're looking at it. But this was the first piece that I created in this series. I'm pretty sure it was this one. Oh no, it was this one. And I actually really love how this turned out. So it's called Treat Yourself, and it's a spilt ice cream cone. So going off to get a little treat, and then, oh no, chaos. And it falls down and is ruined on the ground. Something similar, I did coffee break, where you've dropped a brand new coffee that you just purchased on the ground. This one was called Breaking News, and the idea was to create everything in black and white and then have like that fuzzy, grainy screen on your TV. This one, I don't know if I love how it turned out. I have to do some more work on it. It's been a while since I've done pencil work as a piece. This one was called Breakfast is Ready, and the toast fell on the ground with the jam side down. I love the concept of this one. I don't like how the shoes turned out, so I'm going to be giving that one another try probably. And then this one is called Try Again, and it's basically on the screen it says update password, try again, that's not your correct password, and you're trying to reset it. And we've all been there when we've forgotten a password and it's just telling you to keep going and try again, and she's showing frustration with her hands on her head there. This one is called We're Listening, and it's an overflowing suggestion box. And this one is called Work Starts at 7, but the computer screen is broken. I actually think I might add a clock on the wall here that says like 7:30 or 8 o'clock. This one is called The Way Out, where you encounter nothing but confusion, where it says exit and then caution, do not open this door, in just like the bottom of a parkade or something. And this one's called Stay Connected, and it's a phone with a dying battery, so it has to be plugged in. Very simple design, very simple concept. And then this one's called Handle with Care, and it's a box that's arrived at a front door and it's just destroyed. It's got fragile paper all over it and it's just been kicked and destroyed. So those are the ones that are still in my sketchbook currently. And then the ones that I'm looking to possibly sell along with Treat Yourself are this one that's called Lunchtime, but the sandwich is moldy. And this one is called Happy Valentine's Day, but the flowers are dying. This one is called Easy Care, and the plant's labeled low maintenance, but it is dying. Long-term plan is your piggy bank, but it's broken. The money's available. And then this one, which I really love as a runner myself, called Keep Going, with a pair of old and torn up running shoes. So there's actually like a hole in the front on this one, but it's a messy paint style, so you can't exactly tell. Yeah, this is the hole right here. So yeah, and I just did that mini collection, you know, in a couple weeks. I tried different things. I tried to be sarcastic in the wording that I was using with the composition, and it was a ton of fun. I quite enjoyed it, and actually this piece alone was how I figured out I loved painting runners. And so that spurred on a whole shoe collection that I did after this that I am more than happy to share with you guys if you'd like to see it. Some of those pieces are already on my website as the originals. I do prefer to sell the originals versus prints of my work. I just think it's more meaningful and it's such a better quality piece. So yeah, so I will share that at a later date. But that is my first mini collection that I created in a little while, totaling about 15 to 20 pieces. And just to try new things, get out of your comfort zone, try new mediums, new techniques, new subjects. And I was really trying to capture this looser painting style and not be so rigid and stuck on perfectionism, and really embrace painting again and being passionate about it. So that would be my advice, is to try a mini collection of your own.